Mm. Praise ya. I fall short every day. That's why I believe in a God. Praise ya. Just see. So let's say what I think it says. Sample that in. Let's see. Let me grab some good parts. I'm gonna redo that. What's good? What, is it too late? Is it too early for a chat? I was hoping we could chat a little bit. down the tempo. Well, I was gonna chat, but no one wants to chat, so I'm just gonna keep making this music. Body change, how the body be the pants. Keep our souls metal lake from the rooted to the ground. Got a whole imagination, can't you see? Just picture this, a world free of fake, it could be. Now I'm talking to you, levels on that level up above the clan peace, but ain't got love, it's all to see, and that's because he gon' take a seat upon his throne, saying we don't need no God, we can do it on our own, making idols of the self. Oh. All right, so title topics. Let's talk about it, even if it's just me, I guess. Yeah, I'm back on a gear purge, because I think that's what I need to do. Trying to set my setup up super minimalistic, like really extreme this time, so I can help myself focus on what it is I want to do, what I need to do, what I feel like doing, and like removing distractions. Sometimes a lot of gear is a big distraction, you know. So like I'm really doing some extreme stuff here. I sold a bunch of stuff yesterday, and I'm not talking about samplers. It's kind of like the behind the scenes stuff, like my whole vocal chain, my microphone, my preamp. So I had a Shure SM7B. I had a Cloud Lifter. I had a DBX mic pre, and I also have one thing I didn't sell because I didn't have time for it, but just a little mixer I still got. I'll probably put this one up on eBay. It's a cool little mixer. Only reason I had it was to mix a couple different sources, and that was my mic, and then also have like my turntable, my vinyl. And so I decided actually that I'm gonna be giving up vinyl for good. At least that's what's in my mind right now. Like if I need to sample something, I'm either just gonna turn to Splice, or I'm gonna go on YouTube if I want to find records that have been sampled and put upon YouTube videos, and I'll do that. Or maybe I'll go to like the radio app and try that out, and just use my iPad here to sample stuff, because it's all I really need. I have all this vinyl and, spent time going to record stores, but I find myself, I've looked through these, and I don't know if my ear hasn't really improved so much for me to like find something new on these records, and it's really time consuming and can get expensive, and it takes up space, and I don't find that I actually use them very often. So, selling all that, I've decided that I've been researching USB mics. Currently, right now, I just have a temporary mic. It's actually my wife's mic, and it's not the one that I'm gonna settle on. But I've been looking to decent USB mics, and I think that's a good setup. And it's the setup that I have going on here, but it'll be a different microphone with a different tone. But this works out because this is the way that I got this going. This is like my setup that I use at work pretty much, but without the iPad, I use my phone. I power the microphone with my phone, and then also in the meantime, I have my source of audio, so I can sample from my phone or from the iPad. Right now, the iPad's powering the mic, and then I'm also getting sound through the iPad, so that I can sample whatever I want into the MPC, and then write songs. And that's the key goals here, is not to get too distracted and get back to writing songs, because that's been the goal for me for a long time. I took about 4 or 5 years on YouTube, I think, before I even wrote and recorded a song on the MPC completed. Like, I started stuff, and I still have this stuff that I started like a couple years ago when I made that first MPC-1 vocal recording video, and that's still something that I'm gonna put towards the project. But yeah, finally, like 8 months ago, finally recorded my first song, finished in the MPC, and then posted up on YouTube and like DistroKid and all that. And I did like 7 of those so far, and then I've stopped for like a few months. So I'm trying to get back to that, and I'm also just trying to have a setup that I could break down real easily. So like if I take this to work with me all the time, and I got my phone with me all the time. So if I wanted to break it down and move around, I could do that. If I were to move out of this apartment, I could do that. If I were to move out of this city, I could do that. Move out of the state, I could do that. So that's one big thing that's always kind of like tripped me out in life, is like because when I was kind of like my mid-20s, I went to school for music and moved down like to San Diego after that. And I had like all my possessions in the back of my truck, you know, and even that was a lot, you know. So, but it kind of trips me out how like our possessions can really truly possess us rather than the other way around, because we become like slaves to it. We become like anchors and like, you know, stuff that you hold on to really kind of can hold you back in a way. You're not really free to just leave a bunch of shit and just go somewhere if you wanted to. So I'm just really trying to overly simplify. I wonder if anyone's actually in the chat and I'm not seeing it because it's not refreshed. So that's kind of the idea here. And it's really, really getting my setup down to the basics of what I need. And I don't need more than an MPC, a mic, and like my phone or something. Yeah, and headphones too. What up, Hector Lecter? My headphones, if I can remember the name of these again, give me a second because it's been a minute. I tossed the box a while ago. Let me take them off. So these are Aventone. Crazy Wabbit, good morning. What's up? These are the Aventone Mix MP1 mix phone, I believe. So what it does is I think Aventone, what they're known for is like the Mix Cube, which is like it's like this little cube monitor. I think people just use a single one. I guess you can get a pair or something. But it's more like a mid-frequency box from my understanding. So it helps you so you can mix stuff that'll sound good everywhere. This is my limited understanding of that. But it also it has a switch right here. So that's why it's called a mix phone rather than a headphone. It's got this switch. And I could switch from that. It's like if you were listening through that cube, or then the center is the stereo, and then like another one is like a mono signal, so you can mix in mono if you wanted to. And I don't own any studio monitors, so that's why I decided to get these, because I live in an apartment and I had some studio monitors a few years ago, but I never really used them, so I figured I'd just get rid of them and just mess with some headphones. So yeah, so that's kind of where my head's at again. It's where I was for a minute. Obviously I get sidetracked, get gas, start watching the gas videos. Not the gas videos, but start watching gear videos, and I get gas, and I pick stuff up like the Ableton Move, which I think is actually really cool. It's pretty dope. It's missing some things, and like I like to wait out for some firmware updates to see where it goes. But also, I just got a little sense in me, so I've decided to send it back just to be sensible, you know, and you know, the minimalistic thing that I was going for, I'm gonna keep going with that. So yeah, so I'm trying to really narrow it down, simplify, get focused, find some balance in some other areas of my life, you know, try to get my fitness up, you know, just trying to be a little more healthy, more balanced, you know. So that's where I'm at. And then also today I thought something that was kind of funny. Someone dropped in my comments, and they told me that I made a little cameo up in Audio Pills video, you know, the Bad Gear series. He did a Ableton Move Bad Gear episode, and I popped up in there. I checked it out. That was kind of funny. It's funny to see. So that was cool. That's it, man. That's really just what I'm thinking about. I didn't really have anything planned here, but you know, just streaming, chatting. Hopefully, I was hoping a few of you would come in. We do have some stuff. We got some of y'all in here. Sim City, what is good? Home studio looks different. You had a good old clear out, did you? It looks a little bit different. Yeah, I got rid of a few things, and I'm still, like I was saying, it's a nice aesthetic having this here, but I'm gonna end up getting rid of them, like I said, and
I don't know. I don't know if I'll even need this whole little. This is a different little sectional thing that isn't part of the desk here, so that I'll probably go. And see now that I'm hoping this doesn't happen with like some of the other mics. Or what I need to figure out is see when the iPad for some reason when the iPad like goes to sleep, the mic power shuts off, which I can't be having. I want to figure out. I don't even want this iPad to like sleep at all because it messes with me when I'm doing live stream stuff and I need to pull stuff up here because I always got to put my passcode in. So if I could figure out how to turn that off in the settings where it sleeps, just completely get rid of that. I gotta take some time to figure that out. Probably shouldn't do it right now, but yeah. So I don't know. A couple of the. I guess I'll look at some of the stuff that the mics that I'm looking at. By the way, if you guys ain't picked up the pack, yeah, I won't do that with you guys right now. I'll go over the sounds, show you the mics that I'm looking at. I hit up this one company that's kind of a lesser known company that you'll find on Amazon, and they should be sending me a mic. So I was looking for, since I've been messing with dynamic mic with the Shure SM7B, I wanted to find myself like a dynamic USB mic. So I don't know if there's a lot of options. This is, I think, the first one I was looking at. This is pretty cheap, but I've been watching some reviews and I'm not sure if I want to get this one because a lot of people are saying that it has quite a bit of noise to it, which is sad. So this is the first thing that kind of put me on this idea, and I started discovering that there's more mics that do stuff like this. What's cool about this is like it has built-in DSP, and so and you got like these preset buttons, so it works with a software, and you can go in the software and create these presets, kind of like little vocal chains, and then they'll save to the mic. So you don't actually have to have it plugged into the software. It'll be saved to the mic, and the software gives you like you got like compressors and EQs and certain things that help your sound kind of tailor your sound to fit what you like on your voice. So that put me on that idea, and I'm like, yeah, that's really cool. I don't need a mixer. I can save some presets and dial it in the way that I like, and then I still also have the MPC's effects to go on top of that. So that's kind of what I've been doing with my DBX somewhat because I don't have any EQ with that. I had the DBX 286S, but the reason I got that is because it has a de-esser and a compressor. So I have to get a little bit more creative with the de-essing and do some like just physical stuff to help that out because none of these mics so far that I've looked at have de-essing. So yeah, that's one, and then from there it's like Shure MV7 plus. This is, I guess this is kind of like it's similar, I guess, to the SM7B in a way, but a USB mic. I don't think they make a SM7B USB mic. I think this is the closest thing to it. And this is cool because this also there's an app for this that's similar to the previous one, but unlike the PreSonus one, which the app is for like PC, there's an app for Android, which is the kind of phone that I use. I use an Android, and on that's a lot more convenient because I could, I don't really plug into a computer. So that's definitely very intriguing, and it has right here. See, it's the Shure Motive Mix. It says desktop application, but I'm pretty sure there should be a Android one. Gives you control of gain, EQ, compression, limiter, and other audio processing. a digital popper stopper. That's cool. I was hoping for some de-essing, and well, it comes with reverbs and a real-time denoiser. So yeah, so that, and then from there I found out I actually had this mic very temporarily. I got a couple of Rode mics that I like, and I liked them both, but I ended up keeping, for a little while, I ended up keeping the what was it, NT-USB. That's a condenser mic, and I had that. I was messing with that at work like last summer. That's this one right here, NT-USB Plus. This is a good sounding mic. I like this mic. Comes with a stand. The stand's kind of weird. It's hard to keep that balanced, but it's a solid sounding mic. And I think I've realized in trying Rode stuff that I really like Rode sounding mics, Rode mics, the sound. So Rode, and then I had that's the one I had. I also had this one, but a lot more briefly. The Rode, I think it's Pod Mic USB, and I might end up getting this. I like the style of it. It's definitely built like a tank. It's got built-in pop filter, and then there's this other exterior pop filter that can really help with the denoising. I don't think there's a pic. Yeah, there it is. So it's another filter that goes on top of it. And then what I learned later, I had no idea, because if I had known, I would have messed with it when I had it, or I had the other one, the NT-USB. There's also an app for this where you can mess around with EQ and compression and stuff. So, oh, and this looks nice. Look, the white version. Ooh. Looks like a silver body. So those were the 3 top ones I was looking at. And then, see, I'll bring up Amazon. And then I was also looking at some like inexpensive stuff. So there's this brand. I don't know if any of y'all have used this brand. I have never, but the reviews are not bad on these. That's not what I need. This brand. No, it's not. It's not how you spell it. It's MO. Wait, that might be it. Yeah, that is it. So, yeah, just looking around, browsing. Yeah, just a second, baby. PD. I think it was this. So I was looking at these. Let me see. Is it this one? I think it's this one. I was looking at this. This is $150. But I was scrolling through here and looking at, because I was just looking up dynamic mics, I think, and then I came upon this one. If you click through some of these pictures, if it'll work. I noticed that this also has an app. So that's what I got real excited about. I don't know, just kind of curious to see what some of these other brands that are less familiar sound like. So that's an option for me, and so I hunted down, looking for someone I could find to talk to, see if they can, if I could test one of these out. I should be getting something, I believe. Not this necessarily, but yeah. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to my minimal setup and removing distractions. You know what I mean? And getting focused and trying to balance my mind, so maybe that I could come up with some music and just focus on writing as well. Let's see where you guys are at. Yeah, you see me too up in there, Crazy Rabbit, on the Bad Gear episode. Yeah, that was cool to see. I mix on AKG K701 since 2010. Yeah, that's a long time. 14 years. You had the same pair for that long? Like they lasted that long? That's solid. I think I had the AKG K20. Damn, my lens fell out of my eyeglasses. I had fixed these, but now they're coming apart again. That's not fun. I don't know if it's gonna stay in there. How am I gonna read the chat without glasses? I'm blind. Let's see if that doesn't fall out. Wrong with balance and healthy for sure. Peace, y'all blessed in the sun. Yeah, I don't know if you heard me. I'm sending the move back, not because I don't like it, but just because I'm just trying to focus. And then I also had mentioned that I pretty much sold my whole vocal chain so that I can buy a USB mic. And then my turntable's eventually going. I gave a bunch of records away. I still have all these. I'm getting rid of the records. It's not the first time I got rid of the records. So I'm very aware, even though I'm at this mind state of getting rid of shit, it's just like the opposite end of like hoarding gear, getting more gear. It's definitely not somehow more enlightened. It's just a different thought process, and I do know there's more gear gonna come and gas is gonna hit me. I'm not necessarily gonna fight it, but I don't know. Maybe I'm growing a little bit. Maybe I'm getting better, because I am aware that there'll definitely be another MPC at some point, and I'm most likely gonna get it. So that's part of it too. MPC is just everything that I really need, and beyond this is just stuff that I want. Stuff that's fun to try, and that's it. So, if the MPC Mini comes out, I'm definitely gonna want to spend some time on that versus like the Move. The Move is cool. It's not 100% where it could be at this time. I'd like to wait it out, but for me, it's just not a smart move. Ricky Rice was good. Looks like a grenade. We talking about the pod mic? Most likely. Most of these mics are shit with apps. Well, tell me about some more if you guys know about some more. Because I really love to find one that has a built-in de-esser into the app, but that seems to not be something that's, for some reason, that's crazy to me. I feel like that's kind of like, seems like it should be standard. Maybe I'm tripping. One sec, I gotta get my daughter some water. She's thirsty. Yeah, so it's been a while since I even came up with a song idea, and I want to dive so deep into songwriting and that process that it just becomes second nature to me, and I could just start coming up with ideas, sifting through the bad ones and then coming up with good ones and just getting better at that. Like that. That's what I think, depriving myself of by trying to keep up with, like the FOMO and stuff. Like always trying to. I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna be me. Although I have the opportunity somewhat to be able to test out gear, and I love gear as much as I do. I kind of don't. Like I don't feel like I have the time or the skills to be able, or maybe even the interest level to do that. Like there's a lot of people that do that and they do it well. And, they can grab a new piece of gear and like learn it really super quick and then make all these videos. And I don't know if I feel like I can keep up or if I even want to keep up. I think maybe one day, but that'll be the day when I think when I'm really living my dream and like making at least a 9 to 5 middle class wage from doing this. I feel like I could. I think maybe I'm not there because I'm focusing on the wrong thing. I'm not really just being myself. I'm too much trying to like keep up with just the idea of what people do, on here with YouTube and gear, and I don't know. Have I ever used a USB mic into an iOS device? I'm considering the Rode NT USB. I have not. So I've never tried any of these apps, but I am really pretty excited about trying one. I'm not sure if it's compatible with iOS or not. I mean they better be, I mean it's a big demographic of people that they are losing out on if they don't. I think the PreSonus one has an iOS app. But I'll definitely try it out. Like if I pick one up, I'll let you know. But I have downloaded the Shure app already, and the Mayono app and the Rode app all on my phone. It's nothing. I can't even explore it though because you can't. I feel like you can't. From the looks of it, you can't do anything until you actually plug a mic in and it detects the mic. Yeah, but the Rode NT USB, bro, get the Rode NT USB Plus. That one is super fire. I think you have to get the Plus one in order to get it to work with the app, because there's two versions. I mean, even if you get the Rode NT USB, I haven't tried that one, but I'm sure it sounds great. But there's the Plus now. I seen them going for pretty cheap. So if you just need the mic without the app stuff, it's probably a pretty good mic. But yeah, the NT USB Plus, man, sounds great. I love that thing. I even had a NT USB Mini, which is like the little rectangular looking mic, and then it's got like a stand that it like magnets onto. That one sounds good too. But yeah, I've loved the sound of all my Rode mics. I actually, when I first got hooked up with Zounds and they sent me a few things, I asked for two mics. I got the SM7B and I got a Rode, I think Procaster. And I guess for some reason I ended up keeping the SM7B. Well, it was more convenient. I would have had to get more stuff to like for the Rode, like a different kind of mount or something for it not to be awkward. Because yeah, there's a optional mount that you can get for it. But I remember liking the sound of that, the tone of that better than the SM7B. So I think I really just love Rode, and I'm most likely going to settle on a Rode USB, and I'm going to go with the dynamic just because it's not as bright or as sensitive, and I kind of trying to avoid that in my environment. Like if I'm going to take it with me around to work or even just in my house, there's usually something going on in the background. SimCity got SM58 and HyperX Quadcast. I've heard of the HyperX Quadcast, I believe. Maybe I heard it from you. It sounds more like a gamer mic or something, because I haven't really heard about it. in the music production space. Looking forward. Oh, your headphones are crumbling. Yeah, my headphones were crumbling too. What do you have? Mine were, so I got these. I had, well, mine actually kind of like snapped and I couldn't even wear them flush in my ears. And I had the, was it Audio Technica's M50X or something like that, MT50X. Good headphone, though. I really want to get the Rode makes a headphone, so I might grab those. I don't know. I'm looking forward to what Akai is going to drop next. And Akai, if you're watching this, please do not ship us some joke 2 gig RAM. Should be default 8 gigs RAM standard. Yeah, I mean, I'd take 8 gigs RAM. But yeah, I'm not, I don't know. I really don't care, honestly. I mean, you would hope for some improvements. I don't know if they're going to. Maybe they're waiting to see. I wonder if Machine Native Instruments is coming up with something too. And of course, that's going to boil up some gas in me. Like, I imagine the next machine is going to actually be like battery, lithium battery. Linus, I could dig it. You don't have to do what works for you and your setup. Sure. What was the pros and cons with the move? The pros with the move was the workflow. The workflow is nice, like you moving between tracks and just coming up with ideas quickly. Capture, MIDI capture, super nice. I think that's the main pros, quick idea generator. Cons for me, one of the most basic cons is, I guess, like the inability to put files on it without Wi-Fi. I don't believe there's any other way of putting sounds on it unless you go to the website and use the Move Manager. It'd be nice if you could at least put a USB stick in there. I don't think it's possible. And then not being able to name samples is kind of weird for me. So like every time you record something, and even if you don't want it, there's no way to delete it. And I'm like a super neat freak when it comes to my my file management. So if I have these extra files in there, and they have no names really, so I don't know what they are unless I'm playing them, that's annoying to me. And the fact that I can't name them, I didn't like. It might not bug a lot of you. Some of the other simple things was no visual endpoint when you're chopping your samples. You could do start point, and there's a length thing, which is like a percentage, I guess, but it's like kind of a deeper shift. You have to press shift and then use like a one of the knobs that's actually dedicated to like decay or something. There's no way of actually deleting a sample on a pad completely. You just got to record over it or load something else over it. I think that was kind of annoying. And only one choke group per drum track. So like with the MPC, I've got two. So I got a choke group here, and then I got a choke group here. So that's not even possible on a Move, because anything that's on here, if I put it, I just have the option of choke group on or off per pad. So like, if I were to do that, then I would have like my sample chops being cut off by my hi-hats, which I would not want. Oh, I couldn't figure out a way to long stop. Like if I had like this sample was playing, just say this was extended. There's no like, with the MPC, I can double click. Hold on. Right, you guys all know this little thing, right? Double, and you can stop your sounds. Couldn't figure out a way to do that with the what's it called? With the Move. I think those are the main cons for me. So the pro is definitely the workflow, moving around on the thing. But yeah, simple things that some of my other, like the MPC, my favorite samplers, MPC SP44 Mark II does. That's lacking. crazy because I know people who have multiple guitars, multiple keyboards, and some they use more than others, but they never heard of gas. They just love collecting. You never heard of gas? Well, maybe there's got to be another word for it, or maybe they just don't think about it. You know, it's not a problem unless it is. You know, like for me, it's just more about focus. Like, I feel like there's something else that I should be doing that's not gear centric. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I should have been doing something deeper for a while. Like, I've got a different idea and vision of what my channel is, which is still making music, but there's something like deeper that that revolves around the music. You know what I mean? And I've had these ideas for videos. I even have one written out that I wrote out, and I probably have just had it in concept for probably more than a year or something. And then I have like ideas for videos that are similar to that video, but I just haven't done it. I guess I've been scared maybe of it not like living up to my vision. You know what I mean? I think sometimes I hesitate because I'm like, yeah, man, I really like that, the sound of the idea of doing that. But man, what if it doesn't land the way that I imagine? Guess that's normal. You just gotta do it anyways. My iPad stand looking fire. Appreciate it. Not even sure what it is. Just something off Amazon. You know, it wasn't an iPad stand before. It was probably, I don't know what I bought it for. I know you could put an MPC one on it pretty good. So put a few different things on there: laptop, iPad, notebook. Lippo Cat, what's good? Good morning. Have a great morning. Diego, what's up, man? Thanks for dropping in. Morning to you. Yeah. Are you, SimCity? You've been kind of wondering about the move for a while, huh? A link for my iPad stand? I don't know, man, because I've had it for like 2-3 years, so I can go in. I know it's from Amazon. I can go in my Amazon and go back like a couple years and maybe see. I'll start the process of opening that up and see what I can do. If it impedes your focus on creating, that's one thing, but I'm at a place where my last beat tape was a mixture of different gear. That's what's up, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Like, not everyone's doing the same thing. That's another video I've been considering. Like, I just like mind state idea type videos that center around music. That's kind of what I was talking about, my different vision. And like one topic would be like defining yourself as a musician, because a lot of times there's the conversation in this space about like beat makers versus producers or whatever, and that's like some kind of debate or something. But why? I don't know. And I'm in that with y'all, right? Because a lot of you are producers, beat makers, whatever you want to call it. But there's more beyond that. So like, our topic for a video would be like defining yourself as a musician. Because I've been redefined myself. Because probably would have defined myself for the last 10 years as a beat maker. Maybe, I don't know. And I didn't consider to change it. I started calling myself a songwriter a while back, and then I started writing songs. So that's kind of key. You know, like not everyone's the same. So there's some nuances there. Like I still make beats, right? But I prefer not to say I make beats. I don't say that anymore. Like I will correct people too. I will correct people. Even my wife, she's like she had this idea that I should make beats and like try to sell them. I'm like, nah, I don't make beats. I don't do that. I write songs. It's really key because it shapes the way that I think by what I'm saying. So I don't know, that's a big deal to me. I think it's made a big difference, and I want to try to regain and be consistent in that focus. Dr. Dre and Snoop said they would like to see more musical musicians, and I was watching Prince interview last night, and he said he would like to see more musicians. Yeah, I kind of was checking out some of the Dr. Dre and Snoop video. I didn't get through all of it though. Yeah, Prince was a musician, right? I don't know. There's one thing he said in a video that was kind of like a jab, like a cut. I feel like at sampling musicians, because he was like, I don't know, on a talk show, and he was like, I don't sample, I play, you know. So good for you. That's great. No, it's wonderful. Everyone's different. Very talented, multi-instrumentalist. That's great. I mean, if I had a mind for that, superb, man. I'd rock it. But I don't think that's where I'm at. We're not all geniuses like that. But you can still do what you're doing and make music, and I don't know. I just want to write songs, you know. It feels more rewarding to me. So if you want to make beat tapes and that feels rewarding and you're having a good time, then gear would be the thing. Like if you're focusing on beat making, then like different sounds, like finding your sound and like mixing different pieces of gear to like tailor a sound, that should be like number one. You know, you should be somewhat of a sound designer when your focus is producing. I think finding different sounds, even if you're sampling them, putting them through different like effects, chains, and all this and that should definitely be a key thing that you're doing. So I was gonna see if I can find that stand for you. Might take a while though. I don't know what year I bought it in. I'm gonna guess 2023, 22. I'm gonna guess 2021. Put it on here. Let's see. Wow, there's pages, man. I bought so much stuff on Amazon. This is scary. Oh, here it is. Here it is. That was quick. 2021. Oh, and it's only $16.99, bro. Here we go. SimCity play guitar? That's what's up. Let's see if this works in here in the chat. Looks like it worked. So there that is. It's only $17 for that stand. Stand is cool too, because you can like go all the way down. I'm gonna pull this down. It has a lot of different positions. So you go like that. I'm an Amazon affiliate too. They've tried to send me money, but I never like linked my PayPal account to it. So I don't feel like it's anything anyways. But let's see. Yeah, it's sturdy. It's metal. It's all pretty much metal. The whole thing is metal, dude. There's maybe like some rubber on this. There's some rubber feet. There's some rubber here, I think, just kind of keep things in place. Yeah, metal and rubber, dude. For sure. Solid. Man, my back is getting tight. Oh, I deleted that one piece off. MPC. You don't have fabric, SimCity? What? That's wild, bro. Yeah. I mean, that's probably the only. That's probably the only plugin that I even use. The noise, one shots, to the bottom drums. Still these sound that. IST, where's my IST ones? Guess I don't have them. Okay. Well, I don't think I've had a crash on MPC 3 in a while since the first beta version. I'm on beta version 3, so that was a crash. Lost the beat. Oh well. I mean, that'd be easy to remake. Hey, but it's late. Thanks for kicking it with me, fellas. I'm gonna just wrap it up since I'll take that crash as a sign. It's time to crash. Yo. But go out and get the fabric, man. Get the fabric. How much is it? $149.99. Woo Sound was good. Actually about to probably wrap this up here. But yeah, I was just talking about a gear purge, getting focused. My little bad gear cameo on the Ableton Move video he did. Audio pills. That's it, man. Just talking about gear a little bit. Talking about USB microphones. 149 euros though. What is? I mean, I thought it was $150 over here, so it's a little more than $150, huh? Let me see. Yeah, it's a shame too. I think fabric is the most expensive one. And the MPC Key 37, and I believe the MPC One Plus came with a voucher where you can get like a free plugin. But even but that fabric was not one of the offered plugins. Probably just for the price, I guess. PC series. Plugin instruments. Anybody got Sub Factory? Let's see. All right, peace, SimCity. See you on the next one, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming in. How much is the whole thing right now? $500 for the whole instrument collection. What is it? Is that the original instrument collection? Fabric, studio strings. Yeah. Trying to find just the individual. I don't know. I can't seem to find just. What is that? Oh well. But yeah, thank y'all for coming in. I'll see you sometime next week. See you in the video, or you'll see me. I'll see you in the next stream. Appreciate the chat. All right then. God bless.